Alright, so in this one, we are going to be reacting to ZVG's What Happened to Extreme Units Dragon Ball Legend. And I think it's kind of fitting right now within us getting lesser 1% units, and even then, the, goodness of these 1% units kind of just diminishing so far. It really is just like Majin Ku and Majin Du dropped, and ever since then, at least to my recollection right now, we've just been in such a downward spiral where the 1% are not going to be good enough. You know, here's the oddity of like Kale and Khalifa that was good in like part 1/7 year and all that. That's kind of what extreme units were. Extreme units were hitting these high top tier margins while also 1% were very good. And it just down and down and down. And it's just been going down. So I can't remember extreme units kits or even who they are anymore. I can't remember the last one that even happened. So I'm actually curious about this and see, you know, kind of guess the decline of extreme units and ZVG's opinions here.
There used to be a time in Dragon Ball
2021
Legend where an extreme unit
was that the last one?
Should be one of the best characters in the game.
Top 5's crazy.
Not sparking, not NLF, an extreme unit. Fast forward to today, and extremes have basically disappeared from the game. The last good extreme unit released 3 years ago. So what happened?
Bro, that EX Omega, that guy has a lock-in. That guy has an AoE green. That guy was cheese, bro. But he is an extreme. Like, he actually was valuable. He wasn't even, like, that broken, too. Because I believe, if that's 2022, that's Tag 4s, right? That's alongside the Tag 4s, I would assume, within, like, GT17. And then EX Omega was the third character? 3 characters on a banner? Oh, bro. Take me back, please. I miss
How
it.
did extreme units go from meta-relevant to completely irrelevant?
They're not even in the game anymore.
Believe it or not, there was a time when we even got 10 plus good extreme units in a single year. And today, we're going to take a look at the golden era of extreme characters and how the rarity completely disappeared. To understand how far EX units have fallen, we have to go back to the very beginning of Dragon Ball Legends. At launch, we had the 5 base sparkings: Super Saiyan Goku, Pan, Vegeta, Piccolo.
This is before my time. I'm curious.
Alongside them were a handful of extreme characters meant to fill
Either
out
good.
the
Were any of them
roster.
good?
One extreme character stood out way above the rest.
Oh, Goku.
Extreme Blue Goku. This character was actually the best blue unit.
This is before any of our times. I know none of y'all played. If you played during this time, you're a vet at this point. Like you're a vet of fucking so many fucking causations of problems in the world. Oh my god! If you're watching this and you played, you know, good job on you. Good, not good job, but you know, holy shit to you. You got that, man.
Game after Blue Pan got nerfed and before Blue Bodhi released.
EX
And the craziest
Goku.
part is, EX Blue Goku had a higher base strike attack than Red Super Saiyan Goku.
Well, he was
had
ranged.
2 strike cards, both strike attack
fair.
with his ability, and worked perfectly alongside the Red Super Saiyan Goku, who was one of the strongest characters early on. But Extreme Blue Goku proved something important. That
I'm in a
extreme
trance
units
here.
could actually be strong. After EX Blue Goku, we wouldn't get another
I know him.
extreme character
I
for
know
almost
you.
10 months. And then came EX Evil Boo.
This guy wasn't even bad on Zenkai, bro. They Zenkai'd like less than 20 EXs, I'm pretty sure. And this guy, I didn't play initial release, but I remember using him a little bit after it. At least during first year anniversary, because he said 10 months later, so that's almost first year. And I kind of started then. I remember using him, bro. Actually, one of the first gameplay videos I saw of Legends was actually Evil Boo. Just ever. I was like, what was it back then? 498% with the soul boosting. Oh my god, bro. Actually, holy shit. Yo, with the fucking flashbacks of just getting in my brain. It's like a D3 video or something. Oh my god. Radical. Oh my god, bro.
This character was absolutely
what a
insane.
throwback.
Looking at the Ultra Space Time number 10 banner, Evil Boo was arguably the best unit.
Pretty sure he
on
just
the
was the
banner.
best unit on that
His blast
banner.
damage was ridiculous.
Radical.
Blue card was the strongest in the game at the time, as he had a
Maybe I don't even know who he
70%
is, bro.
extra special arts power on activation. And he was also a counter to his own team, as he dealt 50% extra blast damage.
Was it really
against
something that
3
mattered back
characters.
then? I'm pretty sure with Evil Boo against no. Red Zamasu existed, which he was very good against him, obviously. Cell and Slug were the pre-Annie units or units before Annie at that point. I don't think the blast damage mattered, but like him being good against his own team is kind of crazy.
Regent wasn't the best team in the game, but Evil Boo made sure that it never wanted to see him.
Red Cell.
And this character was basically the community's wake-up call. that the developers could actually make strong EX units on these banners, and then they followed it up with one of the best EX characters ever released. A few months later, we would get Extreme Whis, and Whis wasn't just usable, he was core on the Gokua.
Thing is, he's not even the best EX. Whis, by the way, this was pure prime God King. God King was like, I want to say it was the best team in the game, but it was probably like 1 or 2. Fusions was right there. Regen wasn't far behind. Fusions being Red Vegito, free to play, which someone should do a video on all these free to plays that were like gods and how they're not anymore. Obviously, they're shit now. But Red Vegito, SV, and Transforming Gogeta, and then it was this team. Those were the main 2 teams that you would be fighting during Anniversary until obviously after Annie. But during Annie, this guy, the Beerus wasn't terrible that dropped alongside him. It's just that you can only run 3 units, right? So what are you going to run the Beerus for? This guy, though,
Whis gave damage support, key recovery support, and a 25% team heal on his main ability.
That's crazy.
But the most unique thing about
even
him was
now,
his
that's
green
crazy.
card, as Whis' green card does destroy both his hand and the player's hand as well. This would lead to some of the most chaotic and creative plays we've ever seen in Legends at this time. And honestly, you could argue Whis was more valuable than Sparkings like Buhan or Golden Frieza, who came in the Anniversary as well.
Unfortunately, this is true. As much as I love Buhan, that's the whole reason, one of the whole reasons I started playing the game. Buhan did not have a fulfillment happy team within himself. You know, here's Buhan. Well, Evil Blue wasn't bad at the time. It was just he didn't make the core. Lord Slug and Yellow Cell, and it's like, well, here's Vegeta doing more to regen. It's not ideal to run regen. It's just better to run God Key. And then Golden Frieza, there was no team. LOE got, you know, the full power Frieza, non-LF obviously, in August or something like that within Blue Nameku releasing. But yeah, no, initially you could easily say this and be like, yeah, this was valid. This really was a thing that happened. This right here, you wouldn't look at this now and be like, this is possible. No, there's no way. You don't even get new EXs again nowadays. We haven't got one since I think Goku Bardock, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just a lost art at this point, man. I wish.
Because Gokua was a
this isn't the best EX ever.
And LOE. After the first year anniversary, we would get one of the best events in Dragon Ball Legends history, the Ginyu Force Bootcamp. This event gave players
this is the next month after. And then this team was amazing. Oh my god, bro. What happened to the game I loved, bro? I'm looking at EXs. Oh, mind you, EXs are harder to pull. I believe they have a lower pull rate, if not a little bit lower. I'm pretty sure it's lower than the LF at the time. Whenever they would drop an EX, it was harder to pull the EX than an LF, and you would get EXs at like 2 stars at that time. There was nothing really to it, especially when there was no, you know, Z power existed at the time as well. EXs or Sparkings, whatever. But then you get a free-to-play team like this as well, and everyone here was pretty fucking solid. The 5 units dropping, obviously, Green Ginyu on the bench there for Ginyu Force. Jace was solid enough on Blast. Goldo has a little gimmick fucking full screen green like Hit does, Ultra Hit. Birder has the stupid ass blue card, does crazy damage, and then just gets Vanish back. And Ginyu himself was just solid all arounder. And Raccoon was a fucking godly tank. Bro, what happened to the game I loved? What happened? This happened a month sequence between Whis, Evil Boo, and Ginyu Force. All of these EXs were all within a month-to-month span. Like, what happened, bro? Where are these things for our players? Where are these unique characters? Every time an Annie ends, I hope it's Namek Saga. That's going to be the next thing. Because this being a Namek Saga thing afterwards, as someone that likes the saga, this is the happiest I've ever been within buffs of the saga. Because it's so many characters from it. They're all so good in their own merits.
Great in PvP. The 2 standout units were Birder and Raccoon. Birder was the offensive monster. He had extremely high strike damage and could destroy multiple times, especially through his blue card and main ability. Raccoon, on the other hand, was the tank. He had some of the highest defensive stats in the game.
Look at that! That's a Nameku! He was the best in the game! Look at that!
Depending on how many Force members were alive. And once you did get him below 50% HP, he would just start healing himself, which made him incredibly annoying to kill.
That's the point, bro. There is no harm in Legends making units like this, free-to-play, event exclusives, 1% even, making them top tier. There's no harm in that. Obviously, yes, you should be making just the top tier unit be the newest premium, for sure, but there's no harm And don't make them Majin Ku and do levels of stupidity and fucking brain damage. But making a unit like this, these 5 right here, where's the harm in making them just solid, making them like barely top 10 and good enough for people to core them on a team? Where's that? Bring me back. Like, I don't want Ku and Do. I don't need that. But I want something akin to the fucking mixture of this and then that. Like, there's a middle right here, around this area that we can hit legends, and we're kind of like, we're not in it because we don't even fucking drop 1% guaranteed anymore, let alone a fucking EX. Holy shit, it sounds like fucking plague.
Then, as most teams didn't really have an HP bench, and this was one of the first times a full extreme team could actually compete in PvP. Soon after the Ginyu Force,
I forgot Nail.
Get extreme Nail.
Bro,
he was a region player in 29.
He was so good. I forgot, bro. This guy shut down. If you thought Buhan was struggling before, Buhan would just get one shot by this guy at some points because Nail was so good because he was purple EX. This guy was insane. Oh my god, bro. This is all before cover changes. You don't need no fucking special cover change notification. You don't need any gimmicks. You just get damages and you get your numerics and then you're going. This guy was a stacker going crazy, crazy. Green card, sick animations on his green to blue. Like, all this video is just reminding me what could be.
This character was a dream. I can attest to that as I mained regen around this time and I made sure to summon for Nail, and luckily I got him. Nail had ramp up damage, meaning his damage increased every time cards are used, whether by you or your opponent. So the longer the fight went on, the stronger he became, and his blue card dealt massive damage, and his green card gave him a 10% heal instantly, plus healing over time for 20 timer counts, which gave him pretty good survivability for an extreme character. He wasn't just a usable unit, he was genuinely scared. Later that year, we get another standout extreme character, Extreme Yellow
EX Yellow Broly as well.
Was stacked.
This guy locks in, and he had Super Saiyan buffs. So you could literally run this. It was this. This was the team. Super Saiyan Bardock with Yellow Gohan here and EX Broly. And then Broly could literally lock in, kill someone in 3 counts. Because he gets like some extra glaze damage. We do like a green card that makes a blast card does like 100% more. I think on Blaster Blue. In fact, I remember that's crazy. That's how little EXs we have. I can remember someone from this fucking long ago, by the way. That's insane to me. But he was insane, and his bench is crazy. Even now, 50% strike tech and blast defense to yellow or blue. Again, the fact that I remember these things is fucking insane to me. Every single thing that he shows, it just, that reminiscence.
Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and Broly.
The reminiscence.
And Broly's most broken ability was the fact that he could lock you in twice when entering the battlefield.
It was twice!
It was extremely easy to snap characters with either a Rising Rush or his blue card. On top of that, he had extra damage against Saiyans, hybrids, and
so he was nuking, bro. Nuking, bro.
Buffing yellow and blue.
That was the highest boys ever, obviously.
Still very good to this day. And there's a lot of extreme characters in the game that have staple abilities that are usable even now. After 2019, the extreme
they weren't as good though as bro.
Would start to slow down. In 2020, we only got one notable extreme unit, which was EX Vegeta, and he released during the second anniversary.
Show the one.
And while he was
EX Vegeta was very good. He was an all-arounder. It was kind of unfortunate. He was just more of an all-arounder because he could do like really good burst potential. But he's meant to be like, here's his big cut. We should like tap him out of his big cut that he has because it's first attack, not first card landed on him. He was definitely solid, but there's definitely like these others were a lot better than Gogeta.
As he was a red character in a meta dominated by blue Vegeta.
And that.
Gogeta did have solid damage, decent tanking, and he was a support for the fusion team. Yeah. But none of that matters.
He's just kind of weird.
Vegeta is almost in every single match. And then came 2021, and the developers would give us what I would think is the best extreme unit ever made. I think EX Gokua.
The counter to hybrid Saiyans was this dimwit, bro. Oh. Give me something like this. Give me an EX Frieza that drops in a week from now. And make him Gokua level. And make him kill every fucking Saiyan on the planet. Thanks, man.
Definitely
it won't happen.
The best extreme character he released alongside Bido,
one of the best banners ever.
And Bujin, but Gokua was on a completely different level than these characters. And why, you may ask? Because he was designed to counter hybrids, which was the most broken team in the game. Gokua
this isn't one of those where it's like Legends failed with their intent. They probably overdid their intent with this Gokua. Because there's no way they meant to do what they did to hybrids within Gokua. Like, yeah, obviously hybrids still got to prosper within time passing of Gokua not having a full team, but for a time, it was just you run hybrids or you run Gokua. That was your two options. That was it. All you could do.
Extra damage,
and a lot of people were in Gokua.
30% less damage from them. And when he transformed, he get
lock in blue, I believe, against
hybrid Saiyans, which meant you could trap characters like Zenka FSK and delete them with his powerful blue card. Gokua wasn't just a good character. He was genuinely seen as the savior during the hybrids meta, because hybrids was the most hated team.
My opinion, he was a savior of that anniversary.
Summoned on Gohan's banner just to get Gokua so that they could.
And again, that's the best. That's one of the best banners in the game. You have Gohan, who's God, #1. Red Bojack was definitely really good. Gokua, and that's a trio. That's a movie trio you could run. And here's Gokua being, again, an EX, so he's hard to pull. But if you had him, again, this is a 2-3. We're talking low stars. I'm pretty sure this motherfucker gave health at 6 stars as well, if I'm not mistaken, to fucking Hera Clan, which... Okay, at that point, you have 2 of them. Like, it's actually worth putting on. I think it's like Strike Attack and Health or some bullshit with the Z ability. Oh, man, bring me back! Again, this is the whole point of reacting to this. This is what we once had, and now we have 1% that aren't even doing a fraction of what these EXs would do. And clearly, these are the best of the best that he's pointing out, but we don't even have a best of the best sparking 1% within the last fucking year that has any merit to any of this. Again, the closest thing would be the Diamond 1%, and it's like, even then, within that, they weren't really good for what was happening. These guys are just really good against what their strongest suit, what they should be against is. You know, here's EX Nail being good against, I guess, Buhan, and within, you know, Eloy getting a little rise up at that point of full path Frieza, but he's good against Golden Frieza. Like, it's just kind of helping an antithesis to something else that's really getting strong and kind of like slow rolling it. What happened?
He wasn't just only good against hybrids, he was also good against every other tag in the game, as he had high strike damage.
His stats were crazy.
When you pair Gokua alongside Rama Gohan and Bojack, you got a pretty great team in movies right there. And shortly after the 30th anniversary of Gokua,
no one matched Gokua's par. Everything goes down.
Extreme Jiren is personally one of my favorite EX characters, as I did use this character.
I'm not completely. I'm pretty sure EX Jiren is the first EX to have blast armor on strikes, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a niche for him. I don't think he ever really fit anywhere core, but you know, he was definitely not bad.
On the USS team with Evo Vegeta. And EX Jiren was powerful for 2 reasons. First, he does extra damage to Sun Family and God Key, 2 of the most popular tags in the game at the time.
See what I mean? Antithesis units. That's what they are. That's a good thing. That's a good design. They're not counters, but they're just anti them. They're good against them. So they have a niche at a time.
It's
not difficult.
Completely. And you wouldn't get another good and quote-unquote good extreme character until we got EX Omega Shenron.
Omega wasn't core, but he was definitely solid.
After 2022, the developers slowly stopped caring about extreme units. They started releasing fewer of them, and when they did release them, their kits were completely outdated for the meta.
No, core wasn't the worst ever.
The biggest issue with
extreme
characters in Dragon Ball Legends, the extreme pool of characters has become so bloated with filler characters that pulling a specific EX is harder than pulling a specific sparking or an LF. If Legends wanted to revive extreme characters, they would need to do multiple things. They would have to increase the pull rates for the featured EX, they would have to reduce the number of EX on the banner, and they would have to increase the amount of Z power that you get when you pull them. And most importantly, the extreme characters would have to actually be good units. A great way for characters to be good in a certain meta is giving them counters to either the best team or the best units.
That's what they've always been,
like what we see.
They're just antithesis.
And EX Jiren. It's gonna be almost 2 years since we last got an extreme unit on the banner.
Yeah, that was Red Rolling. I forgot. And he wasn't that good.
Don't care about extreme characters whatsoever. Correct! I don't think the changes that I mentioned in this video are ever gonna happen, because I feel like the dev team just wants to focus on legends, ultras, and supporter characters. The extremes have been basically left behind. So let me know what you guys think of extreme characters.
Bro, all this video does remind me of such good things. Like, you can literally just tell the effort value within they've put in from start to where it is now, and how little it's gone down to, bro. How am I gonna look at 5 free X's in the first year, post anniversary, after party essentially, and be like, wow, Now look where we are. We're getting fucking the same meta units run for 3 to 4 months straight, just being boring as piss. And we're getting irrelevant fucking the highest. Well, I guess technically this is the bottom row of it, right? The highest, technically, newest rarity is getting units that aren't even fucking making dents in the meta. Like, come on, bro. How I got EX fucking Burner making more of a dent than fucking Super Saiyan 3 Mini Goku, bro? Like, how I got that shit happening? Then Piccolo, then Bardock. Like, what are we doing, bro? What happened, man? What happened? Oh, it's so disparaging to watch something like this. Because it's like, look at everything that was to everything that is. God, that was just depressing to see, man. It's a great video, of course, highlighting what EXs once were and what they should be. I mean, why would you stop it? What do you lose? They're reused models for most part of these characters anyways. Like, there's nothing even to lose, bro. Adding lines of text is going to take fucking 5 developers to do. Like, you know what to add. You know how simplified kits are nowadays. Again, we can't even get this shit for sparkings, and we're not going to get fucking EXs ever again, I'm sure, but like... Oh man, it's just sad. It's just sad. If you guys ever played during any of these meta EXs, let me know, because I'm sure at least one of them, mostly Gokua for a lot of people, that you at least know of. Like, maybe you don't know of any of them besides Gokua, but like at least Gokua you know of. People have talked about EX Whis a lot, Gokua, Evil Boo to a degree. I forgot Nail even existed, and I mean, I ran that motherfucker fucking religiously. Oh man. Let me guys think. Good video. See you in the next one.